Shalom, everybody. Do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. I want to say shout out to my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it. Thumbs up the video, leave a comment in the comment section, and tell me what you think. You know, I'm just going to flat out say it like this. American women are horrible. American black women are even worse. The entitlement of a lot of these American black women is just disgusting. You know, I can't tell you how many times I've opened up the door for black women. I've opened up the door, try to be polite, and I don't get a thank you, nothing. They just walk right past you with their head up with all this arrogance and attitude. And I remember one time I asked this black woman, I said, the least you could have said was thank you, my goodness, or say hello or something. And she said, well, I ain't got to say that to you. You ain't got to open up the door for me, and I said, you know what? You are absolutely right. Now, it's easy to say, well, it's not all women. It's not all black women. It's not. So you got to treat everybody on an individual basis. But the reality is, I get so sick and tired of being shitted on because it's more horrible black women and American women than there are good ones. And that's just the reality. A lot of our women's attitudes suck. And the way they treat black men and look down on black men and just look like beneath black men like we're peasants or pawns or some shit, it's just beyond me. It's amazing how I'm running errands. I'm out running errands. And, I pull up in a parking lot. I pull up, right next to this black woman. Now, she was obviously there before me because her car was stopped. She was there. So when I pulled up, on her, how you pull off, you turn your car off, and now you grabbing shit. You know what I'm saying? You checking shit before you just get out of the car. Because I saw her sitting right there. I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe she's just sitting in the car. Maybe she's waiting on someone to come back, whatever the situation is. But I gave her enough time to get out the car if she was going to get out the car. Because granted, I did pull up on the side of her, so she might be, waiting on me to get out the car or whatever the situation. So I gave her seconds, plenty of seconds, to be able to get out of the car if that's what she was going to do. No sooner than I decide to turn around and unlock my door and open up my door, now all of a sudden her door opens. This is the story of my life. This is the way black women act. Now, you had all that time to open up your motherfucking door and get the fuck out. But now all of a sudden, when I turn around and open up my car door so I can proceed with my day, now all of a sudden you got to open up your car door. But instead of me allowing her to continue to be stupid and just me pause and then just let her out, I'm going to continue to open up my door and get out the car. Lock my door, press my alarm button, and keep walking. But this bitch had the nerve to say, well, you at least could have been a gentleman. I can't tell you how that pissed me the fuck off. Because what you should have done was just kept your motherfucking mouth shut, motherfucker. You didn't even have to speak. You just could have kept your fucking mouth shut, yo. You didn't even have to say nothing. And I said, oh, sweetie, you had enough time to get the fuck up out the car before I even pulled up on your ass. When I pulled up on the side of you, I gave you enough time to make a decision on whether or not you was going to get out the car or not. But your ass sat there like a dumbass. I don't know what your motives were behind waiting on me to decide to open up my car door first. I don't know what your motive was behind that, but it sounds real suspicious to me. And I don't appreciate that shit. And I'm like, nah, motherfucker, you had plenty of time to get out the motherfucking car. So don't get mad at me because you're having a fucking bad day. Men ain't got to bow down to you. Men don't have to be gentlemen to you. You're not worth it. Men do not have to be a gentleman to you. Especially when you playing fucking games. You going about your business. Don't nobody got to be no gentleman to you. Don't nobody got to talk to you. Period. Just like you bitches don't talk to us, y'all, want to have attitudes and get mad and I ain't got to talk to you and I don't know why you hitting on me and all. Listen, I gave you more than enough time to get your dumb ass out the car, and then you still want to be stuck on stupid. So now all of a sudden, I'm not a gentleman, and I said, and you're not ladylike. I said, when you bitches start acting ladylike, men will be gentlemen towards you, because here's the thing: most black men want to be gentlemen to your asses, but not now because of the way y'all act. I said, blame your sisterhood for, if you thought I was disrespectful to you, blame your sisterhood, because you bitches are always disrespectful to us. It's, well, you just have a good day, sir. I said, I am having a good day. I said, it's just you coming with all this negativity. I'm not going to allow you to ruin my day with your negativity. If you want someone to cater to you and kiss your ass, maybe you should act like a lady, and then men will be a gentleman towards you. You're not acting like a lady. You over here jumping up in my face trying to tell me how I'm not a gentleman. Fuck you. The nerve of some of these rotten bitches. The nerve of some of these rotten bitches. Don't no man today want to be a gentleman to ratchet, hardcore, I don't need a man bitches. You know? And this whole thing of thinking men are supposed to spend all their money on you and just cater to you when you don't even want to do anything. How is it that you expect for men to continue to do what our fathers did, our grandfathers did, and that's take care of the household, the woman, the children? I'm all for taking care of my children. I'm all for taking care of the household. And I'm gonna tell you, my daddy said, you know, you always make sure you pay the house note. You always make sure you pay the rent. You know, that is your bill as a man. Now, the woman, she can pay all the other little bills, but the rent, it should be yours. But we're living in a new day and a new time. We're living in a new day and a new time. And if we're going to cohabitate together and we're going to live together, I'm going to need you to come with half of that motherfucking rent. I'm going to need you to come with half of your bills, and you're going to pay your own personal bills that you accumulate. Your hair and your nails, that's all you. Now, when I decide that I want to be nice and I want to buy, you know, get your hair done for you, cool. But that ain't, you're not getting ready to put that on my bill. You're not putting that shit on my tab. Them days of catering to women when they can't even fix you a sandwich, or they feel like you treat them like like they the mama or some shit like that because you asked them to run you some bath water or iron your clothes for you. Look, bitch, I can iron my own motherfucking clothes. I can run my own bath water. I can turn my own shower on. I can cook my own food. I can do all that myself. But then so can you. You can do all that shit for yourself. I don't know what the fuck you looking at me for, thinking I'm supposed to put gas in your motherfucking car for you, or when you need an oil change, I'm supposed to go take it for you and spend my money to go get your oil change for you when you can't even cater to me. Yeah, nah. I mean, these bitches got shit fucked up. You want a traditional man, and you want this man to cater to you, and you want to feel safe and soft, and your man got your back, and he's doing all these things for you without you even asking. Men want to feel the same way. Why can't you rub my motherfucking back? Why can't you rub my feet? Why can't you run me some bath water? Why can't you make me a full course meal and serve it to me? You act like that's such a hardship, but you expect for me to get up and go get your car fixed and to go do all these what you call manly things that you could do too. These bitches got the game fucked up, and this is a new day, and men are just not feeling that shit no more. You know? Now you got this whole soft guy era thing going on. Men are going to continue to be men. Real men are going to continue to be real men. But with that being said, we can tweak a few things. Who the fuck said that you can't pay no bills? Because I'm over here trying to treat you like you're such a lady all the while. You're new, independent. You're a new version. You're a 2024 chick. You ain't no 1950s chick. Well, I ain't no 1950s type of motherfucking dude. I ain't your great granddaddy. I'm gonna need you to come up off some money because you bitches today are making money. And y'all bragging and throwing it up in men's faces. Well, we got all these degrees and we making money, and although a whole lot of women are getting evicted, a whole lot of black women are getting evicted at alarming rates and losing their houses and their homes and shit like that at alarming rates. See, this is the reason why black women love the Democratic Party, because they like to give them little trinkets and little gifts all the motherfucking time so that they don't have to depend on a black man for shit. They rather depend on daddy being on Section 8 than to have to cohabitate and deal with a black man. Oh, but they getting ready to cut Section 8 out, y'all. You see how they cutting it out slowly but surely because of for all these migrants and giving them all our money? Well, they gonna cut Section 8. So all you motherfucking lazy motherfuckers that want to be on Section 8 and don't want to go get a real job, y'all making y'all livelihood on Section 8. Y'all been on Section 8 5, 10, 15, 20 years raising families and teaching your children how to be on Section 8, how to get a baby and to be on Section 8. And you teaching your young boys how to be on Section 8. I got a whole brother who is a fucking loser. I got a brother he's older than me, but he's a loser. That nigga finally, in his 40s, almost 50, finally gets some Section 8, and now he got an apartment to himself. He couldn't get an apartment on his own merit. He couldn't do any of those type of things. He had to wait for the government to give him an apartment. That is some loser ass shit. And I'd be so glad when they cut all this shit out altogether. I'd be so glad because what we're witnessing is a lot of people who have depended on this government separating families, destroying families. And our people are just cool with it. As long as they getting a little trinket. They cool with destroying the family and keeping daddies up out of the home and shit like that. And teaching their sons and daughters how to hate their father. This kind of shit. But then you want to pick and choose when you want the man to be a man and when you want him to cater to you. I'm so sick and tired of watching videos of women saying, well, I need a man. I need a man. You see this door? It's broke and I need a man to fix it. I need a man. I need a man. You see my car? You see the light? The fix-it gadget is on and I need a man to take it down to go get it fixed. And use his money, of course, and his income to get it fixed for me. Gone are the days when you got women over here telling men, well, nah, you can't take me to IHOP. Nah, you can't take me to Norms. Nah, you can't take me to, Red Lobster, the Olive Garden. You can't take me there. I'm too good to go there. Although I see bitches, when I go to those places all the time, I see bitches all up in that motherfucker. With their mamas, with their cousins, their aunties, they all in there together. With them coupons and shit like that. They all up in Olive Garden. Getting them little $7.99 deals and shit, but they don't want a man to take them there. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. But with society today, the average dude only make about 40 to 50 a year. So where they thinking a man is supposed to just be spending $200 and $300 on a date each time, that's crazy. Them days is over with. So if you need a man to make all this money, well, look, this is where we're getting the soft guy era thing from. We're going to need women to make their own well, they are making their own money. We're going to need you to start spending some money, period, and point blank. If you can't do it, then keep on pushing. This is why I advocate for black men, especially, to continue to get your passports. Whenever I go to the post office, it's a line full of black men just getting passports. And the women behind the counter be looking at some of these men, they be mad than a motherfucker. Well, nah, they ain't here yet, and we gotta wait, and then it's backed up, and that's the kind of shit that they be on, yo. But I'm all for black men to be happy and to get their passports and to be happy, to be putting up with this foolishness. Why should we have to put up with this foolishness? Yeah, it's inconvenient to have to go somewhere else to go find love and find a woman that's going to treat you right, but it's worth it in the long run because why are you tolerating these bitches treating you like shit? But they want you to come up off your money and spend with that sprinkle bitch with that crooked ass motherfucking mouth and face. Sprinkle. She looks retarded than a motherfucker. That's one retarded looking bitch. That old crooked faced, wig wearing, ugly ass, fat faced, cheeked, stanky ass bitch trying to teach black women how to use men. Because we're men, we're just using y'all anyway. The sprinkle lady says. But then she says by the time you get a certain age, you need to be trying to find a real man that's going to take care of you. These so quote unquote real men that y'all keep saying are real men don't want y'all. They don't want y'all. Y'all are some washed up, used up, ran through bitches that don't nobody want. Now, will they continue fucking you? Absolutely, because that's all you're worth. Your attitude stinks. So when I get a motherfucking bitch over here talking about telling me that I should be a gentleman, just as soon as you start learning how to be a lady and you start smiling and you start being respectful to black men and treating us with the respect that we deserve. And other people are watching and they see how disrespectful you are to us. You don't get no love for that. You don't get no special treatment for that. You don't get a gentleman from that. You don't get that. When you can't even uplift your black men in front of the world so the world can see how good you treat black men and how you respect black men. But instead, you're disrespectful to black men. You want to treat black men like they're little boys and will call a black man a boy. And then when we start mirroring how stupid a lot of y'all sound and how y'all act towards us, now the black men are soft. Now they're gay. Now they're acting feminine. When you bitches been acting masculine the whole motherfucking time. And when we telling y'all to knock that shit off and start smiling and being a lady, who are you to talk to us like that? We're equal. And how dare you try to shame me and put me down? Well, the same thing goes for men. Real men that know how to take care of themselves and know how to handle their own motherfucking business and keep money in their pockets without having to spoil your ungrateful ass. A lot of you bitches are just simply ungrateful. And it's not even a joy and it's not even worth being nice to y'all. Even when it's in our nature to be kind and caring and want to go out of your way to take care of a woman and do things for a woman, we get out of our nature because of just simply how you won't even smile and treat a brother with the respect that we deserve. You just act like that's kryptonite and you can't even do it. So when I get a bitch talking about I need to be a gentleman, you bitches need to learn how to act like ladies and quit being so hardcore masculine and then want to be so quick to say a black man raped me, a black man touched me, a black man, our grandmamas had to wear big dresses because grandpa was going to come in and want to hop on her. Y'all got to quit painting that stupid ass narrative against black men. American black men. Y'all gotta quit painting that fucking narrative. And the more y'all paint that narrative, the more black men like me are gonna be advocating to teach black men to stay the fuck away from y'all. Stay away from your children. Stay away from bitches like you independent INDEPEND. You bitches, stay away from them. Don't be nice to them. Don't be kind to them. Walk right past them. So they can ask, well, you could at least be a gentleman. And you could be a motherfucking lady. And teach your daughter that you got right next to you how to be a lady. Your daughter is watching. It's amazing to me in the area I live. I've watched children grow up. I've watched children be in their mama's womb and come out of their womb and their children still don't even speak. They see me every motherfucking day. They don't speak. And it's funny, how sometimes they train their children not to speak to you, but then, the parents themselves, they might speak to you, or we might talk and have a conversation and, and things of that nature. But I just continue to walk past the children. I don't speak to the children. I just ignore them because they've been all their lives been walking past me and ignoring me. So I do the same thing. Even if I do talk to the parents, I still don't even speak to the kids. And sometimes I notice that the kids kind of feel some kind of way because if they see me talking to their parents and they see their parents talking to me, sometimes that makes the kid comfortable enough to, oh, hi, or they're looking at you and they expect for you to look back at them, to say hello. But I ain't doing that. I ain't gonna never do that. You need to train your children how to be respectful to adults and to authority. But what we noticing is that a lot of times these parents do not teach their children how to be respectful or to have authority to adults. Because when I was growing up, we had to be respectful to adults. We had to be respectful, and if you saw an adult, you said, hello, how you doing? Hi. But these kids don't do that. They look at you like you are the enemy, like you are a stranger, get ready to kidnap them. So I just ignore the little children. I ignored them. I continue to ignore them. And some of the parents sometimes, I ignore them. Because if you're teaching your children to be that way, I don't want to talk to you either. I ain't got to be respectful to you. And it's just amazing to me how sometimes people be feeling some kind of way when you constantly just do what they do and walk right past them and ignore their asses. They act like they are entitled to ignore you and their children are entitled to ignore you, but you ain't supposed to ignore them. That's amazing to me how people come off like that. But it's children that you watch grow up and they are just rude. They're just rude all the way around. That's amazing to me how, as a parent, you do not teach your children how to be respectful. You teach your children you don't speak to strangers. You don't, engage with strangers. If a motherfucker over here talking about, hey, pet my dog and all that kind of shit, or you want to go get some ice cream, you look at them and you go get your parent right away and you start screaming and yelling, get the fuck away from them. But you see me every day and you see other black men every single day because you live around us. And I'm talking to the parents. And your kids are still rude. That's amazing to me. But this is what these black women do now. They teach their children how to be disrespectful. They themselves are just disrespectful towards black men, and black men are just tired and having enough. So if we're in our sassy period because we are letting you know that we're not putting up with your foolishness anymore, then so be it. So be it. But black women, we're not putting up with your foolishness anymore. The Cynthia G's and the Michi X's and all these man-hating motherfuckers that always just got something negative to say. It's amazing how some of these pro-blacks or whatever, they doing their little stories about, the white supremacy and all that kind of shit, to fit their narrative. But then in the same breath, they be so goddamn quick to throw a black man under the bus and how I was raped and how I was touched and how I was hurt and you black men ain't shit and blah, 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 blah. These shit come from these same pro-black ass bitches. And half of them ain't even black. Half of them are half-breeds and shit, calling themselves black, which is amazing to me. It's amazing to me. But your ass have enough influence to be training real black women how to continuously hate on black men. So black men, are saying, well, fuck you bitches. And you can't shame a black man into still being respectful to you and still wanting to take care of you and with all these old traditions that y'all expect for a man to uphold, all the while y'all are evolving and not being the women that your grandmother and your great-grandmothers were. But expect for a man to treat you, and give you money and all that kind of shit. Men are tired of being a transaction. Just you're looking at us as just simply money. Over it. And then your whole thing is, well, you need 2 jobs. And no, you bitches need 2 jobs. You bitches need 2 jobs. If you need another income, then you better go out there and go get another job. Men are tired of supporting your habits and taking care of your bastard ass children. Those are your rotten ass children. You need to motherfucking take care of them. I don't even like them. They don't even know how to be polite and speak. You train them how to be fucking, disrespectful. Why the fuck would I want to buy them any type of present? And any dude that will flirt with a woman and start saying, hey, what's your kid like? What he like? He's just trying to get your pussy. He's just trying to fuck you. But a man that you really want, y'all thinking that y'all can have these little stupid ass motherfucking, group things where, dating things where, they have these little, clubs where they, they get all the single women together and then they expect for all the single men to come. High value men ain't going to those type of functions. High value men ain't going out of their way to go meet a woman at a function where they purposely get all dolled up. They're changing the way they talk, the way they act so that they, because they already have it in their brain that these men got money. So they're going to be phony as fuck. High value men ain't meeting bitches at these type of places. You're going to get average men that are going to meet you at these type of places. But you bitches don't want average men because they ain't making enough. Average men that go to work every day ain't making enough money for you. You want men that are balling, but men that are balling ain't coming to them type of functions. See, you ain't gonna know that the man is rich right off the bat if he comes and flirts with you. But see, this is where you being a lady, you having some class, you putting a smile on your face, and you acting feminine comes in handy. You know you having a nice shape and you're not all fat and sloppy and and half dressed and with all your fat hanging out with the rolls. With a lot of black women just tend to do that, and it's disgusting. You're gonna attract pigs and men that just want to fuck you. You're not gonna attract no decent man. And even if this dude do got money, he's still gonna see you as a ratchet asshole that you look like. You bitches are dumb. The way you think men are supposed to come at you. But if you put some clothes on, you have a decent body, you smile, and you act feminine, it's gonna be a whole lot of decent men that are gonna come at you. And the ratchet men ain't gonna come nowhere near you. Or if they do come near you, when they see your wholesomeness, they're gonna run away. Because they're gonna see that they can't get nowhere with you. They're gonna run away. And you're gonna attract decent men. Y'all dumb bitches ain't figured that shit out yet. But shout out to the black bitch that was over here copping an attitude with me, telling me that I need to be a gentleman. No, you bitches need to learn how to be ladies and learn how to humble yourselves and be nice and polite and learn how to smile. Period. Like, share, and subscribe, and I see you all on the next video. Peace out.